me, so hopefully that won't happen. I just want to talk about insights, and I am definitely not an expert. This would be Insights for Dummies, probably Remedial 101. It's only been in the last few months that I've begun to get a better understanding of what I'm doing. So there are going to be several ways to look at your insights, and I'm going to show you basically two of them. One is to go to your publishing tools here at the main page of the Narratives Facebook page. And it's going to take you to the Facebook Business Suite. And up pops everything. And you can publish from here. If you publish from here, you would just hit Create Post. And what is nice is, again, it will allow you to do Facebook and Instagram. You write in what you want, you add photo, you can publish or schedule. For whatever reason, it's not seeming to connect to Instagram at the moment. What makes, if you post it from here, is you can do text specifically for Facebook, click on Instagram, do text specifically for Instagram. But I'm able to do all that in the other, but this is possible here too. This real quick will give you an information. You can look at all the posts that have been posted, and you can see that we have reach, we have engagement, and we have reactions. So reach, if you don't know what these mean, you just hover over the little I for information, and it tells you. So it's an estimated number that they believe of the number of people who saw your post at least once. But it could also include multiple views by the same people. So it's hard to know. It's really a guesstimate. Engagement is the number of reactions, comments, shares, and clicks. And then this is purely reactions and likes. And the goal is to get, you want reactions and likes, and then you want engagement. You want it to go a step further with comments and shares and clicks. So you can see here that they're estimating that this post that was posted on May 29th reached probably around 150 people. So when I see that, then why this is helpful is I go, okay, so what was it about that post? Was it the time? Was it the statement? Was the image? And start to try to pay attention to what seems to be getting out there to people. And you also see that it got 3 reactions and it got engagement. So someone commented, someone shared, or clicked on it. And so that is also curious. Same thing down here. While it didn't get as many, it still got the same amount of post engagement and reactions. And so I want to see why that is. If you click on one, you're going to get more, you'll see, well, what was it? What kind of reactions? Oh, we got a comment. Okay, that makes sense. We got a comment. But you can keep scrolling down and looking at other ones. And there was, so this one here. These are really interesting because you see we got reached quite a few people. We had more engagements. We had more reactions. So again, going back and seeing why we're getting these. This one is huge because we got 45 engagements. And so this is the one when we ask people to show us the pic of their dogs, their 4-legged dogs, their 4-legged cats, whatever. And that's why I think posts where that may be a joke, a funny Friday, a hump day humor, or questions which engage people that don't actually have anything really to do with narratives per se are important. When you consider that Facebook is a community, we want people to get engaged, and the more they respond and engage with our posts means that our posts are more likely in the future to show up in their feed, which means they're more likely to see some of our other posts that are maybe more serious or calling for help or getting our message out there. And so that's kind of important. So this is one way. The other way is in here is to go and click on Insights. And you get kind of an overview, again, of that reach. You can kind of see since May how it's going. You can look specifically at content. This is sorting by reach. These are the posts that seem to be getting the most reach. You can look for what got comments, that kind of thing. You can look at trends, which is just this Facebook reach, really. We're back to the content. It's just a different way of looking at the information. And then this is interesting, is your audience. And this is helpful. I think this is a good thing. You're seeing that this seems to be the kind of the bulk, which is probably the age group you're wanting in terms of volunteering, investing, mentoring. But are there ways to increase here and here? This shows you that you're hitting your 4 main target areas of the Quad Cities. And then it might say, hey, you know what? How do we get our reach out to Bettendorf more? Is there something going on in Bettendorf that we could post and support and encourage? Is there a business in Moline that we're partnering with that we could up that? Is it a post where you do, hey, we want to have a shout out. Who's from Bettendorf? Where are Bettendorf peeps at? If you comment, you get entered into, or if you tag someone from Bettendorf, you get entered into a raffle. And maybe it's to a business in Bettendorf. Again, with the goal being that you're trying to increase traffic flow to different areas. And so this is just going to that publishing tools, which will take you to Creative Studio, and looking at those insights. Another way to get basically the same information, but maybe it's just easier form to look at, I did that really fast, so let me go back. Is you're at the narrative page, you just click on, you can see here you have publishing tools, just click on insights. And it will take you, and it will give you a lot of the same information. It gives you, I'm still learning what all of these mean. So this is page views, and the number of times a page profile has been viewed by logged in and logged out of people, and it's comparing it to the previous 7 days. So compared to June 7th through the 13th, more people saw our page than the 7 days before. And so again, I'm still learning what all of this means. How our post engagement, that kind of thing. I'm not really sure how our videos can be up, but maybe someone's watching the videos we've had. This has to do with our how well we respond to emails and that kind of thing. You can look and see again about your followers. You see that, we've increased our followers by a lot. I'm still, again, learning what all of this means. We've only had, so you had an unfollow there and an unfollow there, which is really good. Our followers have not been paid for, so, I think those are good things. Don't really understand this last part yet, but again, just haven't done the research. You can see likes. Kind of the same thing. You can see your reach, which again was very similar. This just is giving you actual days rather than just kind of an overview. You get to see, where your shares have happened. So that would say okay, we probably need to work on trying to figure out how do we get people to share our post. But you can kind of see reactions and that kind of thing. Page views. Again, total people who view. It's a lot of the same information, different ways of giving it to you. Don't know what this is, if I'm honest. Post. This is the other one that's probably really going to be of importance. You're getting a lot of the same information. I think it's easier to navigate here of the reach, engagements, clicks, that kind of thing. And you can see why I like this too. You can see this was a photo. This was a link. And when you start sharing links, I think it's really important to figure out why are some links responding better than others. So this link is twice in terms of reach than this one. Well, this one came with a really cool visual, like a super cool infographic. And so I'm guessing that probably had something to do with it. Let's go back up here. This is really helpful because this shows you when your followers, the people that are following you, are online, seem to be online the most. Now, this is confusing because it's Pacific time zone, which I think is 3 hours for me and 2 hours for you guys in Central. So you can see that from, what is 6 p.m. So like about here, 7, so 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. kind of seem to be when our people are on, and you really see like it's right in this time zone. And so that might be where we want to focus either more of our post or our most important post, the post we're wanting the most engagement or get information out. This also tells you when they're on, and you can see here that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are when they seem to be on the most. And so again, we might save or want to focus on really specific information. You know, we talked about maybe the post to get people to engage happens on a Thursday at this, you can't see my finger I'm pointing, but at where that hits up right about there. So it'd be about 5 o'clock when people are getting off of work. So that's how that information is hopefully helpful. Again, the success of different types based on your average reach. Like again, that shows you photos, the average, links. Top posts from pages you watch. This is the other thing, and you can add more too. I've added some pages, and I think this is just helpful to compare. So sometimes you feel like you're not doing a very good job, but like compare. That even some of they're getting more United Way, but it's not like they're getting hundreds and hundreds of responses. Dress for Success is only getting 14 engagement. That's good, but this also shows you like it's from the past week. And so if you see that like Dress for Success put up a really good post, it's worth going and looking and seeing, is it one that would be worth sharing, and you kind of build on. You can continue to add pages. I've got I Pour Life on here, and it's simply not showing up because they don't have something, but you can add more. If there's other pages that you think are similar to what we're doing, or in the Quad Cities, maybe that are comparable non-for-profits, 180. I can't think of. They're in. So give me a minute. Sorry, but I'm going to show you how that kind of works. The 180 there in Davenport with Rusty. And sometimes you type it in and it doesn't want to show up, and I don't know why it's not showing up. Maybe I didn't spell it right. But one way you can do is just find their handle and put that in, and it may or may not come up. It's there somewhere. I'll find it. But the point is you can add them, and then you can see what they're doing when they're doing. And so that can be helpful because you can get ideas as well, like of how they're doing things. So that's kind of it on insights. And then, yeah, okay.